Today we're going to learn how to divide a 3-digit by 1-digit number using area model and partial quotient. First, let's remind ourselves of our acronym that we use to remember our steps. Does McDonald's serve grilled cheese? That stands for divide, multiply, subtract, repeat, and check. We can write that out in a short way by going like this: divide, multiply, subtract, repeat back to division, and last we will check. So let's see this one of how we do a 3-digit number divided by a 1-digit. I'm going to let you know a secret. It's the exact same thing as a 2-digit by a 1-digit, except you're just repeating one more time. So I have 745 divided by 3. For area model, I will set up my place values. Now if you notice, we're starting in the hundreds place. So I need to label this one with 2 zeros to put this digit in the hundreds place. My 3 will go on the side, and my 745 will go on the inside. Now we know that we always start at the largest place value. Oh, let me back up, just kidding. We need our multiplication facts, and we also need our steps. So we know our first step is division, and we always start dividing in the largest place value. So that would be this 7, which is in the hundreds place. So let's divide 7 divided by 3. So if we have 7 babies and 3 people, how many babies could they each get? Yeah, they could each get 2, but that 2 is in the hundreds place, so really it's worth 200. Then we know our next step is to multiply. 200 times 3, remember ignore your zeros, so that would be 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 more zeros gives me 600. Our next step would be to subtract. When we subtract, we would end up with 145. For area model, we need to bring that up into our next box. Now we need to think about what place value we're in. We're in the tens place, but did we have some left over from the hundreds place? Yeah, we did, so we can't ignore that 100 that was left over. So now we're going to look at the number 14. Let's see how many times we can skip count to get the closest we can to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So if I went one more, that'd be too much. But remember that 4 is in the tens place, so really it is worth 40. Now we're on to multiplication. 40 times 3 is 120, because 4 times 3 is 12. Plus a 0. Our next step would be subtraction. When we subtract, we end up with 25. Now we're going to repeat back to division. And we're going to look at our new number. Now let's think. We've done the hundreds place, we've used the tens place, so now we're on to the ones place. But we had some left over from our tens place, and we can't forget them. We have to use that. So we need to think, if we have 25 babies and 3 people, how many babies would everyone get? Or if we skip count, what's the closest we can get to 25 without going over? That would be 8. Because when we multiply, 8 times 3 is 24. Then we'll subtract, giving us 1. Well, next we would repeat. Do we have any place values left to repeat with? No, because we already used the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. So that means we're on to our last step of check. Is 1 smaller than 3? Sure is. That means that's our remainder. So we're going to bring that on up, and our answer comes from this number right here. We have 200 plus 40 plus 8. Or think a 2 in the hundreds place, a 4 in the tens place, and 8 in the ones place, giving us an answer of 248 with a remainder of 1.